We all created different production companies. Subsequently, we all had different idents, a short animation sequence used to identify a production company. Alice and Nicole used their idents, whereas Beth and Georgia did not at the beginning of their sequence, despite this being a known feature of films.
Production companies are responsible for securing funds, scheduling and scripting for the production phase of media text, in our case a film. The production company would hire screenwriters, editors, sound engineers and many more talents, so it's no surprise that they are credited firstly in a film. Examples include big names such as DreamWorks, 20th Century Fox, MGM and Universal.
Distributors are responsible for making a media product available to consumers across a variety of platforms such as cinema and DVD. For Big Six films, vertical integration means that they can successfully distribute the films across the various mediums. An example of this is Sony. Sony Pictures Releasing would be responsible for releasing the film in cinemas, whereas Sony Pictures Home Entertainment would be the distributor for the DVD version of a film. Sony would be a potential company that would distribute an action film such as Brooke Parker, as they are responsible for releases such as the current James Bond installment Skyfall.
Funding for Big Six films comes from profits on previous films and tie-ins with other companies. For example, Skyfall had multi-million-pound tie-ins with the German beer company Heineken and the watch company Omega. This is possibly a way we could receive funding for Brooke Parker. As it's a spy film, the latest gadgets would be on hand for our protagonist, possibly receiving endorsements from technology companies such as Apple or Samsung.
As we were responsible for all of the roles mentioned in the opening credits, we resorted to making up names for most of the roles. This is because it is not a typical feature of a Big Six film to use 4 names repeatedly. We included the titles cast, producer, music, the production company name, costume, director, casting and editor. We put these in no particular order. However, we did notice that the producer was usually the penultimate role and the director was last, with the cast close to the beginning as possible. We used this feature.
Examples of films similar to ours in terms of genre include Salt, Tomb Raider and The Matrix. They all use generic marketing techniques such as posters, films and internet adverts. This creates the most word of mouth, as viral marketing generates a lot of talk amongst internet users.